Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, at the press conference devoted to strategic directions for development of Grupa ORLEN. Let me welcome Daniel Obajtek, CEO of ORLEN and the host of today's event. I'd like to welcome members of the board, Armen Artwich, board member for corporate affairs, Adam Burak, board member for communications and marketing, Patrycja Klarecka, board member for digital transformation, Krzysztof Nowicki, board member for production and optimization, Michał Róg, board member for trade and logistics, Piotr Sabat, board member for development, Iwona Waksmuńska-Olejniczak, board member for strategy and sustainable development. I'd also like to welcome Wojciech Słowiński, partner at PwC Poland. I'd like to welcome representatives of the supervisory board of ORLEN, engaged experts, the media, and all the invited guests. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me hand over to Daniel Obajtek, CEO of ORLEN. Sir, the floor is yours. Dear members of the management board, ladies and gentlemen, honorable media, we meet here at a very important moment for our company. Yesterday, we officially registered the name ORLEN on July the 3rd. The court registered the name, and as of today, ORLEN is the right name. It shows the strength of the company. We are no longer a fuel company, we are a multi-energy company. We have built a big Polish company, that is able to compete at international markets. It is one of the largest players in the fuel and energy sector in Europe. A company that can well compete, that is second to none, that is able to cooperate with large entities. We are no longer a company that can easily be taken over with such a high market exposure, and this impact and importance for the economy, not only in Poland, but also in Europe. We are a big player. In February, we spoke about our strategy, the strategy for the combined comprehensive company. Of course, the strategy reaches out to 2030. It encompasses the amount of 320 billion Polish zlotys. We wish to develop many areas under that strategy. However, the strategy is also understood at pushing forward a number of other areas of our economy. It's a huge amount of money that we will use to kick off many processes. In this year alone, we will invest 36 billion zlotys in many areas. As I have emphasized on a number of occasions, we are not only talking about business, but also security of the country and the region. Not less important in our strategy is trade and retail. Retail is our business card, you would say, our signal that people recognize us by. It happens not only in Poland, but also all over Europe. Therefore, we have intensified our efforts to modernize our retail, to make sure that our petrol stations are customer-friendly, that they are something that we can be proud of. We want this to be a token that our national company is recognized through. Therefore, we earmarked significant amounts for the development of retail. In our strategy, we wish to increase the number of petrol stations that we have up to 3,500. But that's not everything. We also want to build our presence in the area of electromobility and chargers. We plan to install around 10,000 chargers for electric vehicles. This investment process is already underway. We are sparing no effort to prepare for the fuel transformation. By saying transformation, I mean not only transitional fuel, not only energy, but also hydrogen. In this area, we are working hard indeed. We are also focusing on synthetic fuel. We cannot lag behind the rest of Europe nowadays in business. We cannot stop for a single second. We have to follow in the footsteps of the transformation, and we have to be up to date with the recent trends. What's more, in terms of retail, we are present in Poland, Germany, Lithuania, Hungary, Czech Republic, but also in Slovakia. Today, I'd like to share some good news with you, ladies and gentlemen. We are now entering another market, Austria. Today, we have signed a contract for takeover of 266 petrol stations in Austria under the brand Turmol. This is the third biggest brand in retail in the Austrian market. We are also taking over 14% of the wholesale market in Austria. That is another event that we can be proud of. As Poles, as country, we can be proud that our network is developing so dynamically, not only within the country, but also in the region. That would not have been possible had it not been for the determination of many people engaged in the process who are present here. I would like to thank the entire management board for the ability to take brave decisions. Not everyone is able to take decisions. If you always look back, you find it hard to take decisions, especially in hard times like now. We will continue the process of organic development of our retail, modernizing it and acquiring new entities. That's why we built the company. Acquisition is something that we want to focus on in the future as well. Today, there's another piece of news that I would like to share with you. The scale of operations of ORLEN and the scale of synergies that we achieve is also significant. I've always emphasized that mergers are not just for mergers' sake. They are not there to make us bigger. They should allow us to develop synergies in different areas. When we were preparing for the process of merger, and we were all the time looking at what was ahead of us. We were working hard on synergies. Nowadays, merging is not just about changing the logos. It's about going down to the lowest level of operations to be able to reach the assumed synergies. The synergies that we were planning amounted to over 10 billion zlotys over a period of 10 years. That was modified. Already now, a number of analyses show us that thanks to the merger, not only of the main companies, but also of our subsidiaries, will, over the period of 10 years, exceed 20 billion zlotys. 20 billion zlotys. This is the business case for all the processes I mentioned. And to non-believers, those who doubt the 20 billion zlotys, I would like to say the following. Within the last couple of months, we've been able to reach 400 million zlotys of synergies. The synergies include logistics, management, financing, and supply chain. The synergies are already there, well analyzed and documented. This is so important. That's 20 billion zlotys, allowing us to be more stable, allowing us to be stronger, allowing us to strengthen the Polish economy, allowing us to reach a stable level of development in those hard times. We have shown that on a number of occasions. Let me just mention the 14 billion zlotys that we added to the gas fund. The benefits come for the Polish economy. They are important for our citizens. Last but not least, some people should really memorize my words. This goes especially to the negative commenters. Every wise company, irrespective of the continent you are on, acts in the following way: national interest, building strength, impact, economic presence. That's my goal. I want to build economic presence of ORLEN also outside of the borders of Poland. I want to build value, not only of ORLEN, but also the power and strength of the Polish economy at large. And only thanks to strong integrated companies are we able to boost the value and be meaningful in the region, and nobody is able to change it. Mark my words, this applies in practice to what we do, to all the people engaged in the process, which was a tremendous effort. To all those engaged in other adjacent processes, I'd like to say thank you. But that's not everything. We are not saying stop. I'm not saying management board members smiling. There's just one person smiling to me. We will definitely aim higher because we have the potential to do so, and nobody is going to take it away from us. So once again, sharing this good news with all Poles. I wish you happy holidays and enjoy the service at our gas stations in Poland and abroad. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I'd like to hand over to Wojciech Słowiński, partner at PwC Poland.
Dzień dobry, witam. Przede wszystkim ogromne gratulacje za
First of all, congratulations.
ciekawym,
I would like to congratulate you the new acquisition on a very interesting but also very demanding market. I should have a clicker here.
O, jest dobrze. Dziękuję panie prezesie.
Thank you.
Dziękuję bardzo. Witam państwa bardzo serdecznie.
Let me welcome you very cordially, ladies and gentlemen. Towards the end of 2022, PKN ORLEN started to strategic projects, both related to takeover of PGNiG and Lotos Group. The first project that was mentioned concerned updating the strategy. The aim was to determine the directions for development and earmarking capital for individual avenues to be explored. The second project is PMI, integration and transformation, aimed at identifying the benefits stemming from merger of the three entities.
Oba te projekty były ze sobą ściśle skorelowane, a ich
intertwined and correlated. The result of the work was a roadmap of activities and projects for ORLEN Group in the years to come. We have determined the time horizon to be 10 years.
Są to projekty zarówno transformacyjne,
and the projects that are included are of strategic, transformative and integrational nature. The array of projects and a number of segments covered is so wide. There is not a single segment in Lotos Group that would not be covered by the PMI project.
Szanowni Państwo, program PMI był przygotowany
was prepared and implemented in line with the best practices and standards by a team of around 100 international experts.
Modelowy proces, tak jak Państwo widzą,
the model process is presented to you on the slide.
Są już szacowane.
The preliminary assumption is that pre-signing preliminary mergers and acquisition preliminary benefits are estimated, as was mentioned by Mr. Obajtek, that was assumed to be 10 billion zlotys. However, before signing all the documents, it was not possible to give the right
czy też
amount because of a number of procedures related, for instance, to due diligence, the inability to reach all the documents and the teams in the companies taken over. Let's also remember that these were public companies, competitors to ORLEN at that time in certain areas,
W związku z tym utrudnień było
which
coraz więcej.
presented more challenges.
W tak zwanym
After
dniu pierwszym mogła
day
nastąpić
one,
intensywna
we were able
praca
to
i
intensify
identyfikacja
our work
szczegółowych synergii,
and identify individual synergies, prepare timelines and parameters for everything that was about to come.
Po tym etapie
Only later were we able
praca przez następne lata,
to
gdzie
start
będziemy
our
wszystkie te
intensive
projekty,
work.
które
That's
zostały
what's happening right now. All the projects that were identified
wdrażać
will
i
be
będziemy
implemented
monitorować
and
to, co zostało
monitored.
powołane w
We
ramach
have a
ORLEN-u
special
zespół
team,
PM.
PMI team appointed for that in ORLEN. Right now, we are between stage 3 and stage 4.
My wiemy, ORLEN wie, co chce
ORLEN
zrobić.
knows what they want to do.
Wie w jakim zakresie,
ORLEN
w
knows
jakim
the
czasie,
scope,
ile
the
pieniędzy na to
timeline,
wyda,
and the
ile
money to
pieniędzy
be earmarked for that.
z tego otrzyma.
The gains are also known.
Natomiast najważniejsza rzecz przed
However, the most important thing is ahead of you, implementing what you've planned.
Przyjęty przez zarząd program
The management
PMI
board
zakłada realizację
approved the PMI program. It assumes implementation of over 160 projects, including every single segment of the operations of ORLEN Group.
Nie wspomniał, przy konserwatywnych założeniach w ciągu
Conservative
najbliższych 10
assumptions
lat
for the coming
zakładamy, że
10
program
years speak
wygeneruje
of
znacząco ponad 20
over
miliardów
20 billion zlotys in benefits.
Korzyści te to przede wszystkim wzrost
include above all higher
który
EBITDA.
jest szacowany, że osiągnie
It is estimated
od roku
that
2030 poziom około 3
starting 2030,
miliardów
EBITDA will be around 3
Nakłady
billion
inwestycyjne, które są
annually.
niezbędne do wdrożenia tego programu,
Investment outlays that are necessary
są
for
oczywiście
the
już uwzględnione
program
w
have
programie
already been
PMI,
included in the
wynoszą
PMI.
około
They amount to
miliardów
around
w
2
okresie
billion
10-letnim
over 10 years of time.
Pan prezes również wspomniał o tym,
My first speaker also mentioned that
że ORLEN nie siedział
ORLEN was not resting on its laurels after taking over Lotus and PG&IG. You were focusing on so-called quick wins, so quick synergies that could quickly be implemented, reaching over 400 million zlotys, 400 million zlotys over a period of 6 months. That's a decent and impressive amount of money.
Wspomniałem o tym, jak
I've
wiele
also
osób było
mentioned that
zaangażowanych
there is a
po
big
naszej
number of
stronie,
people
po
engaged on
stronie-
our side
po stronie
in the
PWC,
project.
po stronie ORLEN.
When it comes to ORLEN's resources of Lotus and PG&IG, altogether we have over 300 people preparing the program.
Szanowni Państwo,
Ladies and gentlemen, PMI
projekty w ramach
and
programu
projects
PMI
under the umbrella of
niosą
PMI
szereg korzyści.
bring a number of
One
benefits.
tylko i
They not only
prostych synergii, które są
bring simple synergies
bardziej widoczne,
that are
bardziej
visible
spektakularne,
and
ale
spectacular,
obejmują również
but they also include
inne aspekty,
other
jak
aspects,
programy
such as
transformacyjne,
transformation
nowe inwestycje,
programs, new investments,
wdrożenie
implementation of
zarządzania zmianą, czy też
change
inne
management
spojrzenie na
program,
różne segmenty,
or simply a
które
different
wcześniej
perspective of looking at other segments that had existed in the companies before, such as R&D, innovation,
ESG.
or
Na
ESG.
to ORLEN dzisiaj przy swojej
This
skali
is
będzie musiał
something that
patrzeć
ORLEN will have
inaczej,
to look differently at with its current scale. It will be necessary to introduce optimization and innovation programs.
Dziękuję
Thank
bardzo.
you. Thank you.
Szanowni Państwo,
Ladies and
na tym
gentlemen,
kończymy
this is the
dzisiejszą
end of today's
konferencję.
press
Dziękuję
conference.
Państwu
Thank you
za
very
uwagę.
much for your attention and happy holidays.